Hey, 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 or should I say, ho, ho, ho. It's me, Matt Rogers, and in the words of another Christmas icon, it's time. I'm back with my new nationwide tour, Matt Rogers, Christmas in December. Yes, it's time to remember when Christmas is. I'm hitting the road all December with Henry Kapersky and the whole band performing my album, Have You Heard of Christmas, along with a bunch of other little surprises. So if you're in LA, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, Philadelphia, DC, New York City, Boston, Toronto, Chicago, or, yes, Orlando, Florida, I want to see your gorgeous ass. Go to mattrogersofficial.com or head to my Instagram at mattrogersthough and hit the link in my bio. Until then, stream the album, get your look together, and get ready to deck the damn halls at a venue near you. Christmas in December, you in my heart. XOXO. Me, Matt. Look, Matt.
Where? Oh, I see. Wow.
Oh, my. Bowen, look over there.
Wow, is that
culture? Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Las Culturistas.
Ding dong, Las Culturistas calling.
We sort of gave dark vibes today for Spider-Woman.
For Spider-Woman, I feel like I should say me siento muy excited.
Me siento muy excited
for our guest.
It goes all the way back. This
It
is
goes
a
all the way
moment in
back.
Las Culture history because it's
Absolutely.
not every day we get a full-blown, for real fucking icon in the seats.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Count it
There-
on one hand, honestly.
I mean, truly. I mean, there was a moment in the new film Kiss of the Spider-Woman, which is great, and our guest is fantastic in it, and we want to talk all about it, where she sort of looks over her shoulder in a bold red lip and smiles, and I was back,
Yeah.
watching Selena.
It was
and I'm
97
like,
all
my
over again.
God. I was just like, the countless times this person has brought joy, continues to, in all forms of media, an entertainer in every sense of the word. This has been always a J-Lo Stan podcast, and you guys know that.
I think I Love You Poppy was on the Great Global Songbook.
I think it was on the Great Global Songbook.
We ranked the top 300 songs of all time.
And I Love You Poppy.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
We love I Love You Poppy.
Come on.
Come on now. Please, everyone, it's
my
time
God.
to welcome into your ears, Jennifer Lopez!
Hello.
Hello!
I don't think I've
We
ever
love ya,
quite
mommy.
had such an introduction.
Listen.
Ever?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. You like a frivolous
Not-
time every now and then.
I love it. I love it.
I
My
feel-
whole life is a frivolous time.
Exactly. I feel like you get thrown into I'm sorry, these rigid interviews where the people don't know what to ask you.
It's true, and it's a little bit repetitive and everything.
Yeah.
So this will be fun, I think.
I
I was looking
think-
forward to this.
No, this is going to be fun because I have a question for you, which I don't think you get asked a lot. We have something in
Okay.
common. We were both high school track athletes.
Oh yes.
Okay, I want to know your
Not
events.
just high school. I started a track when I was in, I want to say,
In the
fifth
womb.
grade.
That's
grade.
early. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you were
Young,
running.
5 or 6 years, 5th or 6th grade.
Yeah, 7th I started.
Yeah.
So what were your events?
I was the 800,
Yeah, tough.
1500 meter
We did the same.
mid. Did you really?
So I was a miler. And
Me too.
Yeah, come on,
Wow.
middle distance.
What was your time?
4:36.
Mine was 450, 50. Well, I think my best one ever was 449.
So you were for real.
I was for real.
Yeah, well, of course you were.
Yeah. No, I thought that there was times in my life where I thought I would take the athlete.
Yeah.
I loved tennis. I had a
Yeah.
great backhand
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
that was compared to
Let's go.
believe it or not, John McEnroe right over the net. It would
Come
just
on now.
sink on the. I don't know how I did it. It just was a natural thing. Sink on the other side, and so it was my tennis moment, and then I had my track moment.
Yeah.
And I went. I did it for years and did that, and I was into softball. So I was like an athlete. I was like a little tomboy jock person.
Name one thing you haven't excelled at.
I sucked at basketball.
Okay.
See,
Like for
it's
some
hard,
reason,
the
the
dribbling.
finesse of it, I was more
Yeah.
of like a brute strength,
100%.
run stamina person.
Sure.
I feel like
You know what I
you've-
mean? It's
yeah.
a different skill.
Totally.
Well, you've mentioned sports that are very passionate. You know what I mean? I feel like track is a very passionate
Yeah,
thing.
the glory.
Yeah.
Chariots of Fire.
Let's
I can
go.
hear it in my the
Dun,
theme
dun.
song.
Yeah, we used
exactly.
to. There was a couple movies about Steve Prefontaine,
Uh-huh.
who was a distance runner. Billy Crudup played him in a movie. We'd watch it all the time. There's those
Yeah.
movies are so 'cause-
inspiring.
Yes, and I feel like
It's the keep on going factor of it all.
Right.
yeah,
You can't stop me. I will do it.
But then when did
Yeah.
you? When
I
did
have
you?
that energy.
Right.
I was going to connect that because I feel like I was going to ask, this feels like a broad question, but I feel like it is apropos. It's like that passion. Like, I feel like that's like a through line in your career. I feel like this movie, The Kiss of the Spider Woman, is such a passionate performance. You can feel it in all the lines that you dance and everything that you do.
Thank you.
And when I was reading about your athletic past, I was like, there's something about track running and tennis, I was going to say as well, is very passionate.
Yeah.
But have you always been a passionate person even as a kid?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think that's just something that you're born with. It's not something you kind of develop. You have a deep well of feeling, right? And I feel like even when I had my first therapist, she was like, you feel very deeply.
Mhm.
Wow.
And I think it's an artist thing too.
Yeah.
You know, it's like where I'm not afraid of those emotions. I like the way they feel.
Sure.
It makes me, feel alive, I guess, in a sense. And so I've always, been that way.
But was there like a precipice of you, like, because you were saying you had to like make the choice. I mean, did that feel like a commitment where you were like, I guess I'm going to go down like this performer path?
I just loved singing and dancing
Yeah,
and
yeah,
acting. I just loved it more.
Well,
I loved it more.
You loved it more?
Loved it more than what was happening with the sports for me, which was great. I mean, I had a wall full of trophies and medals, and my parents would put them up. They were like the whole wall. Every weekend I was going to a track and winning, and it was fun.
Yeah.
But it wasn't my passion. It didn't fulfill me. I was good at it. I think it was kind of a training ground for discipline.
I
for
always
what
feel
I
the
do
same
here.
way.
Yeah.
Like I at a certain point, like I think people that don't have like, because you did have like a dramatic like past, like in terms of like high school, you did musicals and stuff.
I did.
Yeah, so that must have been a schedule, by the way. Like being a full athlete and doing the musicals.
Well, by the time I got into high school, I was full arts.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I had transitioned out.
Yeah,
Sure.
right.
By the time I was a freshman, then I was like, I'm just a theater girly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but the athletic past does prepare you for that.
100%.
Yeah.
It actually gives you a leg up on everybody because you're a hard worker.
For the discipline of it.
For the discipline of just like, I will work from now to then. It's not like, how wishy-washy artists sometimes you kind of do a thing where you're like, I'm so tired, I can't do this right now. That was never in my vocabulary.
Right.
Like, that was never me.
And
like,
you learned
I
losing,
really need
too.
to sit down. No.
Yeah.
No sitting down.
Yeah.
There's no sitting down.
down.
Run another lap.
Yep.
When you hosted SNL when I was there, I feel like that was the thing. Not that it surprised me, but it's like, okay, like J-Lo's like in this. Like,
yeah, no, she's a worker. She's a workhorse.
I mean, you and I were like sitting next to each
know.
other, just like in between like sketches. I was like, oh yeah, like she's not going back to her dressing room. She's just like, she's like here.
On
She's
set.
On set,
Once
baby.
I get on set, I'm on set.
Yeah.
Yep.
I get ready. I may come out 15, 20 minutes late.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, but I do.
Yeah.
But I do.
But you come and you
But
don't have
when
to
I
stop
go,
a lot.
we're going to make up the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're going to get out early.
Yes, I
How's
love
that?
early.
Because y'all don't
We
have
love
that
early.
shine.
Love
I
early.
You don't love early when you're younger, but when you get older, you're like, please get me home.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go home.
Yeah.
100%.
Give me my time back.
Yeah.
Because you guys did not have that much time to shoot this, Spider-Woman.
No, that was the one thing. Everybody's like, what was the most challenging thing about this? Or what was the hardest thing? It was the time.
Yeah.
We didn't have, you guys probably had a ton of time to do the Wicked stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you worked on it for 2 years, two
Yes.
movies, right? We did. It was so fast.
Like what, 6 weeks?
It was 5 weeks, 4 weeks of shooting for me.
Wow.
And
Right.
then they shot another 4 weeks, I think, the prison
It's nothing.
side of it. And I had, I started learning my songs the minute that I got the role, right?
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, I'm going to learn all these songs. I'm going to be ready. But we didn't really start rehearsing till a few weeks before. Diego was panicked, and so was we were all panicked in a sense. And we just didn't have a lot of time. They didn't have a lot of time to create it, to do it. So it was just like crash course. Talk about being on the set all the time or being in rehearsal all the time. It was just very challenging. Sometimes we would have to do like 2 musical numbers in a day.
Right.
Whoa.
One for
and these
6
are
hours.
intricate and big set
And
pieces.
he wanted to shoot them in one take.
No.
I don't want
Bill
to say
Condon.
this motherfucker, but this motherfucker wanted to shoot it like, hey, I don't know if you could say that on podcast.
We can say
you can
motherfucker
say
on
whatever you
podcasts.
This might be one of my first podcasts, so you have to. It's a
Oh,
learning
we are
curve.
my God.
honored. No, but we were so excited you were coming.
Thank
like
you.
have to know, like this is, and I said it brought me all the way back to Selena, and I feel like while you're here, we do have to talk about that, and specifically one thing. So this movie came out in '97, just to go all the way back.
Right.
So it would be a couple years before you had your debut pop album, which was On the Six, which
Yeah.
was one of the great debut
Thank
pop
you.
albums, and
Thank you.
really changed pop music. Brought all that like Latin movement in.
Yeah.
You, Ricky Enrique,
The Latin
that was
explosion.
yes.
Thing. Yeah.
And I was thinking about Selena, and there's a scene where you're in the stadium, and it's like it's a full packed stadium, and you turn around and you have a smile, and you hold the screen and the whole space. But yet, you didn't have experience doing that at the time. And I think now when we watch the movie, we take for granted, oh, of course, there's J-Lo in a stadium. We know the image of that.
Yeah.
But at the time, that was not a thing that you had been accustomed to doing.
No, the only thing I had was the footage of Selena and watching her do it. And luckily, I had great footage of her.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you I studied this footage, like, I could tell you every step, every way her finger moved, her eyebrows, her everything. I just was so focused on trying to get her right for everybody because she had passed away. And I was just, that scene, I know exactly what shot you're talking about, and I haven't seen the movie in years, but I remember it. It was the way she took in the audience of 70,000 people and selling out the Astrodome, and just like a little girl who had dreamt of this and whose father's dream, and there they were. And she was the first, I believe, Tejano artist to sell out the Houston Astrodome. 70,000 people.
That's a lot.
She was 23, and it was a big deal. And she just stood there and kind of looked around. I had to kind of put forth the feeling of everything that moment meant. Right?
Yeah.
For her dad, for her family, for everything, right? So it was a big moment, but it was definitely the footage that I had that helped me get there.
But how much of that was you studying the footage for accuracy, and how much of that was like you, Jennifer, like letting your soulfulness, your humanity, like kind of like project onto the screen, onto the camera? Like there has to be some of you in that.
You can't help but stand there as yourself, right? But as an actor, and I very much was in the actor mindset of doing that and not being myself, you can still get there. You can still have that happen. You can still feel those feelings and feel because the 35,000 people had showed up as extras for that scene for her. They didn't know who the hell I was.
So that's what that was.
Right?
They were there because they knew it was a Selena movie.
And they knew it was a Selena movie. It was like, come down to the Selena movie. And they had, they CGI'd the rest of the segment, but 35,000 people just showed up for her movie after that.
Wow.
Yeah. True devotion.
So I'm standing there, and I come in on the little horse and carriage and how she gave in, and I step up to to the stage, and the lights go off, and when the lights go off, they explode. I mean, I get goosies right now thinking about it.
Scene.
And I had never felt that.
No.
But again, I would have fallen apart and be like, oh my God! Right?
Sure.
If I was Jennifer, but in that moment, she's a seasoned performer who has, performed on many, many stages. And I just, with all of the composure of the world, did exactly what she did in that moment, which was take the stage as a superstar that she had become.
Wow. That's the discipline of you, like running
Well,
track.
that's an actor, yeah.
Right. I mean, it's so shocking to me that Kiss of the Spider Woman is your first musical theater project.
Wild,
because I feel like your influences have always been so expressed. Like you've expressed that your influences have been like Streisand or these like MGM, 20th Century Fox, Columbia, old school movie musicals.
Rita Moreno.
Yes.
Rita Moreno, and like you're and like the Bye Bye Birdie thing would have been so amazing.
Oh my God, yeah.
But I feel like this is the perfect thing for you, and I feel like, I mean, what was that wish fulfillment like for you to like do it in this way, in this heightened way that felt cinematic and Technicolor and all that?
It was amazing. When I read the script, I was blown away. I was like, oh my God, is this happening? Is this happening right now?
I'm getting the opportunity.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to sing, I'm going to dance, I'm going to play the three characters, I'm going to do it. Cheetah did it.
So cool.
It was like a pinch me moment for sure.
Yeah.
It was just so exciting. So exciting. And you're right. I had, dreamt of doing this for years, but I'm a big believer in, and I've had to be. And if you're going to have a long career, you have to come to peace with what's yours is yours, and nobody can take it away. But also conversely, what's not for you is not for you. And you have to understand, like, I really have seen it when I look at my career, because people make me talk about it. Do you know what I mean?
People make you talk about your career.
It's not like something I'm sitting at home.
Of course not.
But when you talk about it, you go, wow, the things that came to me when I was ready
Wow.
for them, and not a second sooner.
Mm.
And you have to be at peace with that part of it, because it's so easy in this business to go, this person is doing this and this person is doing that, and why don't I have this movie, and why didn't I get a chance at that? And a long time ago, I just decided I'm on my own path here.
Yeah.
I'm on my own trajectory, my own journey. I have a whole different thing than anybody else has, and so does each person. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with how mine plays out, because it has to do with how and what I need to grow and evolve as a person and as a human, not just as an artist.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that part of it, I've been able to kind of really embrace.
Yes.
I also feel like something about you that I really love is that you always are thinking about how you're going to entertain your audience.
Oh my God.
I feel like
it's all
that's
about them.
Yeah, and because when we get so many different kinds of projects from you and different forms of media, and I'm just thinking about how it almost calls back to like you have to make a choice between being an athlete and then being an artist, but it feels like with your career you've said, you know what, I'm not really going to make that choice, like because there was that run of like critical success in terms of film, and then you pivoted to a pop career, like. And you would think, because really people didn't do both, but
Right.
you did both so well and
Thank
sort
you.
of proved that you could. I mean, I believe first woman to have the #1 box office movie and album at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, these are big trailblazing moments that I
Right.
guess you can't have if you're not thinking like, I know this is going to be a way that entertains people and I'm going to be good.
Yeah,
great
I
at
want
it.
you have to. That's the thing. It's like there's so much noise, and now it's even worse with
Oh,
social
yeah.
media. There's so much noise of what people will tell you can and can't do, or what you should do, or what you do well, or what you don't do well, or they need to do this, or they need to go away, like all this stuff. But the truth is, only really you know what feels right to you. And when I was acting, and like you said, having like this critical acclaim in the beginning of my career with these movies and working with directors like Francis Ford Coppola and Oliver Stone and all these Soderbergh and all
Great.
these people, and then I decided I wanted to do a pop. I wanted to do the Madonna Janet Jackson thing, which is
Yeah.
what also some of my idols growing up.
Yeah.
People were like, "Are you fucking crazy?"
Mhm.
And I'm like, "No, I just did the movie Selena, and this is what I want to do."
Yeah, so it was
This
that.
is
It was
part of
then.
me.
Was that like the
It
moment?
was after Selena.
Yeah,
It
that
was
you were
right
like,
after Selena, and it didn't happen right away. But that's where I started kind of heading, and it wasn't until Tommy Mottola came across a demo of mine that I did right after Selena that he was like, "Oh, let's get you in here. This girl actually can do this," and that's when it all happened.
Yeah.
But the point is like you can only
Only you know.
I knew that I could do it. I wanted to do it,
Yeah.
and so I did it. And that was that. And I didn't understand. No, and that's the beauty of being like young and ignorant a little bit.
Yeah,
Is that you're like don't know all the things that could go wrong,
Right.
and so you kind of just go forth to conquer. And I knew I didn't know how I would reconcile the movie career and the music career, but I knew I could do both. So why not do both?
Right.
Well, it almost feels like because they're with the pop career, like you already were a household name, created Google Images and all. But like then the pop career sort of brings you this mainstream, like sort of, conversation that you're in with the audience. And I feel like that leads to you being in some of the defining romantic comedies of that time.
Right.
And for me,
Right.
I was going to ask about like the way you have such great chemistry with so many different kinds of leading men. Like, I don't think you get much more different than McConaughey and Ray Fiennes.
I know.
But yet, you as like, you are like the thing that, I don't know, it's just
I
your
can fall in love with
chemistry.
anybody.
But people,
Do you think that's true?
That's the bad quote from here.
Yeah, I can fall in love with anybody.
But no, my point is, I feel like I don't know if it's because I'm a romantic and
Yeah.
I so believe in love. Even Kiss of the Spider Woman for me is only about love.
Mhm.
Is I'm able to kind of have that chemistry with people, and with all different kinds of people. I'm able to kind of see through this and get to kind of like who the person is on the inside,
Right.
and really fall in love with that person for that moment between, like they say, between action and cut,
Yeah.
right?
there's like a new kind of chemistry in this movie though, which I'm curious about what you think about this. There's a chemistry between you as the leading woman in the lead role and like a queer person who projects themselves onto you. And I feel like
this is my favorite thing. Go ahead.
Like Melina, Tonatiuh, like projecting themselves onto you. I was watching, I was like, I've been doing this with J-Lo my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
I've been like, I want to be like where she, you know, literally, like I would, like, I wonder if you feel like that is a new thing you haven't explored in this film. Like that dynamic between like a gay man and a woman who is just shiny and bright.
The diva worship.
Yeah. You know, of the 3 characters I play in Kiss of the Spider Woman, I play Ingrid Luna, who is that character, right? She is the actress that he idolizes. And she does a movie called Kiss of the Spider Woman that he shares with Valentine, his prison cellmate. And in that movie, he's saying Ingrid Luna plays these 2 parts. She plays Kiss of the Spider Woman and she plays Aurora. And he identifies very much with Aurora, but he identifies with all of them. And she is the powerhouse performer, Ingrid Luna, right? Who, you know, like you said, he looks up to and he wants to be like, and she's the perfect woman. And in this movie in particular, she's like this siren and she's amazing and all of that. And it's funny because I identified most, not with the Spider-Woman, not with Aurora, even though there were parts of me that I feel were very much like each of those characters. They're very different. But Ingrid Luna was the one that was most like me. Right? Because she's the entertainer.
She's the vessel for all these different things. She's the vessel
for all these different things. And one of my favorite moments in the movie was doing Where You Are.
Oh my God, it's a show-stopping.
Right? So that's where I say to him, like, come with me. Let's escape together. Let's escape into this song. Let's escape into this movie. Let's escape into this world. Forget you're in a prison. Don't be where you are. Be with me. Let's go have fun. Yeah. And I can't tell you how many times in my own life I have had someone come up to me and say, this song got me through this, or this, you know, movie made me dream and want to do what I'm doing today. And today I'm a set decorator, or whatever it is. Like so many different stories. This one helped me get through my mom. She died when I was 12 and you became like my pseudo mom out there, you know. And the more I kind of keep going, they keep going. And when they see me fall down and they see me get back up. But what they don't realize, and what I love about the movie, and I love about that number, Where You Are, is that he saves her too. In that, she goes, you know, she touches his face at the end, and it was very important to me. I was like, can he put his head on my shoulder, please, Bill? And can I just touch his face there? I know that there's a separation of like the movie and it's not real and all of that in the movie, but the movie within the movie. I said, but I really feel like I want to touch him when I say my sweetest fan. I said, because he does the same thing for her that she does for him, right?
He immortalizes her.
And because I can't tell you that in the hardest times of my personal life, how my own, you know, fans and followers get me through.
Yeah.
They get you through. They really do. Because you go, I can't let them down. I can't fall right now. I can't. I can get through this. And I can show them that I can get through this. And it is going to be okay. Not only is it going to be okay, and I do this with my kids as well. It's like, I'm going to get through, and I said this to my kids, we're going to get through this, and we're going to be better. I'm going to be stronger, and you're going to see that. And you're going to see that you can do it in your own life too. But that relationship is such an important relationship, and a real relationship in my life. Even though we don't know each other personally, it's a real relationship.
I was going to ask, because I feel like you've withstood so many different forms of weird celebrity culture, right? Like tabloid shit. Then the paparazzi peak of like the aughts. Now it's like stan culture and just the internet being its own beast and social media. It's like, I was going to ask you like how you maintain that humanity throughout those different eras of celebrity culture, but I feel like you've answered it. Like it's the fans that get you through.
Yeah, and it's all the same, right? Whether it was the tabloids or whether it's social media or whatever it is, or the normal media, any of it. And people can be harsh and cruel. It was the same thing when I first started, and you get your first bad review or you get your first thing. You learn that it does not define you.
Right.
That you know who you are. And the more I could put my feet on the ground and go, who am I? who am I?
Yeah, right.
Do I know who I am? And it sets you on a search to really be in touch with yourself all the time, because it's so easy to listen to, and this is anybody. You don't have to be a celebrity for this, for people to kind of say things about you and you go, you know, and they destroy you.
Yeah.
They destroy a side of you. You know, they hurt your ego. They hurt your mind. They live inside rent free in your head, all of those things, right? But the truth is if you really know who you are and you stick to that and you stay close to that, I have try to have a really strong relationship with God and myself first before I can have it with anybody else. And this I've learned over years. It's not something I had figured out, you know, when I was younger. But when I was younger and I first started in the business, I used to say to myself, when I put my head down on the pillow at night, am I proud of who I am?
Right.
Am I proud of what I did today? Did I treat people well? Did I do my best? Was I kind? You know, and those things are the things that matter to me. And I can put my head down on the pillow and say those things. So it doesn't matter what other people think or think they know or think they hear. Or it doesn't really affect me in that way.
Because on the flip side of this, I think it's my favorite thing about your work is this thing that you do where it feels like there's this cultural amnesia around like what J-Lo can do, and it's like every few years it's like, oh yeah, I forgot that she was an amazing dancer. I forgot that she was so funny. I forgot that oh my god, she looks good in all these clothes. Oh my god, I forgot that she's a good singer. It's like there's all these different, like, it's like you're re-auditioning for like the audience all the time. But it's because like they get lost in the sauce of like what the chatter is, but meanwhile you know that you can do all these things and you're just reminding people all the time.
Yeah, but it's not even that part of reminding them. I keep doing what I love to do no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm in the pursuit of kind of finding projects and things that excite me and just doing that. And what I'm learning to do more of now is wait. And not do all the things that excite me.
Gotcha.
Like give
what does
myself,
that look like waiting?
It's a little, it's hard.
Yeah.
But last year when I had to cancel my tour and I took a whole year off, I finished Spider-Woman last March and I didn't start another movie till this following March. I did Office Romance. And during that year, I literally just sat in like a rocking chair.
Yeah.
You know, I was with
heaven.
but I was with my kids. I really wanted them to feel me and I didn't want to be away from them. And we reconnected in a way because I've always been a working single mom for most of their life. And so it was so nice for them to have me there every single day for a year, which was so different for them and for me. But also for me, while they're at school and while they're doing whatever they're doing, or they're away at camp or doing their things with their friends, it's just me by myself. And I got to really kind of feel good about it's not ever going away.
Yeah.
It's there. You've done it. Like you proved it. You did it.
You did it.
And it made me realize like you have nothing to prove. You should just be doing shit you love when you want to do it. And you don't have to do all the things. But I was on the All the Things program for a long time.
The All the Things program.
The All the Things program.
I mean?
Yes, I do.
It's like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Because I loved it. And I was just, you're filling a hole. You realize that you're filling a hole in that way.
It's not even that. It's just that you were, again, like raising these kids and now they're what, like in their teens?
They're
like,
about to go into college next year.
Wow. But see, like
they're
that's
graduating this year.
Amazing.
Whoa, that's wild.
The twins.
It's crazy.
But like you're letting that go slow. Like that part of your life is fading out. Like well, it's not fading out. Just motherhood is changing.
It's different.
And so then all these other things start to fall away too.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that's it. It's not filling a void necessarily.
I mean, back in the day, I feel like it a little bit was. Okay. And now, and what I'm saying is like, I've learned that there can be times when I'm doing nothing and it's okay.
Yeah. It's important.
It's actually going to make me better.
Yeah.
It's actually when I do take on something that really excites me. Does this really, now I do the thing where it's like I drive everybody crazy. Does this really exciting? I mean, it's going to take time away from the house. And do I want to do that?
Right.
No, I'm going to pass on that. I'm going to stay home.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay home.
I want to pick out pillows online.
Totally.
No, you know what I mean?
It's crazy. The online shopping is a problem.
The thing about retail therapy,
it works. It's so
That's
crazy. No, but it's just like sitting. I'll be here sitting in the rocking chair, thinking about life, dreaming about things, dreaming about the next thing and what it'll be like, and that type of thing.
Well, that's also a big part of the creative process too.
Absolutely.
Is the silence.
Yes.
I believe it was Michaela Coel who, when she won her Emmy, she gave the most beautiful speech. She was like, "Don't be afraid of the silence.
Yes.
Go to the silence, because the silence is what's going to tell you what the next thing is, and that thing that you hear in the silence might be scary, but don't be afraid." To do the scary
100%.
thing.
What room was the rocking chair in?
It's outside
I
on
love
my
that.
back porch, faces the tree in the backyard.
Yeah.
And it's by a little fireplace, and I just sit there and look at the sky.
Oh, what kind of rocking chair is it? Vintage?
It's like an outdoor ride. It's vintagey looking.
Yeah,
yes, 100%. And I sit there with. It's very funny. It's a little bit granny. I sit there with a blanket on my lap. I put my feet up. I put like my iPad over here in case I need to online shop.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And I just sit there, and people call or they don't call. A lot of times I'll listen to a book or I'll read a book, or and then I'll think about that, and I'll take notes on the book. And it's just elevating my consciousness.
You have to. That sounds so peaceful and great.
It's fantastic. Get a little tea. There's a little tea moment. I like a pretty teacup.
Yeah.
Just
I would imagine
normal stuff.
Also, even just the opportunity to be by yourself, period, is great, because when you are you, I would imagine it's a lot of people, it's a lot of being handled, it's a lot of
all the time,
and then to say nothing of everyone out there in the world wanting to weigh in. It's just a lot of physical people touching and moving and handling and stuff like that.
100%. I was just in the bath. I stopped to just go to the bathroom here on the way in here. Somebody comes in while they're ready for you. I'm like, can I be? Are you serious right now? I'll be right there.
We sent them in there. Get J-Lo out of here.
I'll be there in 2 seconds.
No, but it's I sometimes think about that. We obviously do shows and tour in a totally different way, but it is kind of interesting when it's excitement and then the silence.
Oh yeah.
Just that lifestyle.
I love that. I love I was on tour I loved being on tour this summer, and it was stadium, and then it was nothing.
Yeah.
It was yay.
It's like a bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yummy.
Yeah.
It's yummy.
It's yummy. Okay.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. I think it's time to ask Jennifer Lopez the question.
Yes. Okay, so Jennifer Lopez, I feel like we're getting little hints as we talk.
Yeah.
But this is the central question of our podcast, which is, what was the culture that made you say culture was for you?
Yeah.
Defining art or other things in your life that...
I would have to say it was my mom showing me West Side Story and then Barbra Streisand and Funny Girl.
You're in the right place.
Those two moments for me, I could never live up to what that is. I will always be chasing that in a way, because it was, as a little girl, I was just this is what I want to do with my life. This is the culture. Whatever this culture is, whatever this world is, that's what I want to be doing. And I feel like I'm just arriving there now with Kiss the Spider Woman. And I feel like my world now is going to, it's like returning to yourself.
Yeah.
Again, right? Back to the little girl, the dreams, and having that opportunity to do that, and now incorporating that into everything. Now I'm setting up my Vegas residency, for New Year's Eve
exciting.
And all of that.
Coliseum, right?
Caesars.
At Caesars at the Coliseum, where Adele just was. And I'm, thinking of doing a totally different type of show than I've ever done.
Wow.
It's going to be, and it's still, as entertaining as ever, but even more so in a different way. Incorporating these things that were always my influences since I was a little girl. So it's going to be fun.
That's one of the reasons why I'm so excited that you landed in this chair for this movie, because I knew it would connect to this question. And I feel like when you say Barbra Streisand, Funny Girl,
oh my God.
He shared that when you came to host SNL, you had a Barbra bag.
The Coach bag.
Yes.
It was the first, I texted him right after. I was like, oh my God. J-Lo, I commented on J-Lo's Streisand bag, and she goes, Funny Girl. And I was like,
yeah. My mom
It's
would
so
play that
true.
movie on a loop when I was a little kid.
I mean, there was no other movies for me except West Side Story and Funny Girl. That's
Ugh.
it. It made me want to do what I did with my life, and still inspires me to reach for that level of what they did in those movies.
You should put A Boy Like That on the set list for the Coliseum. I'm kidding.
You would
I'm
tear it
kidding,
up.
I'm kidding.
God.
You would.
You know, it's funny. I'll invite you both to the show so you can see
We
it,
wanna
and you'll
come.
see what I'm doing. It's very different and new. But I'm gonna do all my hits, all my songs, but it's
gotta.
gonna be. You'll see.
New. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Well, what were you identifying with in West Side Story? Like, were you like, I'm Natalie Wood, or I'm
Rita Moreno.
Rita.
Yes,
Rita.
of course you are.
I wanted to be
Anita.
the
Anita.
gang, like the gang leader's
Mhm.
girlfriend
Yeah, of course.
in the
The glam
beautiful
factor
purple
of
dress
that.
who was dancing in the middle of the gym and
Yeah.
stealing the show. And yeah.
But-
I just loved her. I loved her so much. And Rita Moreno was so good in that, and in A Boy Like That. I mean, it's just,
It's
and America,
fire.
the whole thing.
America is one of the
Forever.
best. It's still one of the best musical
Forever.
sequences ever made.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, and they did an amazing job with the reboot as well.
Oh, I agree.
Like I thought, and that number in particular too, I was like so like grand,
Yeah.
and it really blew me
Beautiful.
away. Yeah,
From Funny Girl, it would be My Man. I sing.
Oh.
I've sung it many times. I love it. There's so many songs.
it's a
from
great
Funny Girl.
show in and of itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
I think My Man. I remember
Just
like,
that last moment and
with
knowing
the
the
all black.
story. It's just all black, and she stands there.
Forever.
yeah,
Or whatever.
the
Yeah,
roar
yeah.
of
Yeah.
that.
I love that one.
How old were you?
I
when-
sang that for my kid's dad's birthday
Uh huh.
when he turned 40. I threw him a big birthday
Oh, wow.
party.
Beautiful.
I had ran a triathlon that day.
Casual, doing it all the things program.
And you get up.
All
Then you have to run off again.
all the things program is title of that.
Just because
All the
it's so
things
good.
program.
Because the kids were 6 months old. He was turning 40
Yeah.
in September. And I decided when I was still pregnant, I was like, I'm going to do a triathlon when the kids, after I give birth.
Yeah.
To get back into shape.
Wow. Yeah, just a casual
Sure.
triathlon.
Right, but I was like, I'm giving myself a goal. There was a show on TV, and this kid was like, I'm going to do a triathlon. I was like, I could do a triathlon. I'm like there, like a
Come
beached
on.
whale, like twins, 50 pounds on my belly. And I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, I'm going to do a triathlon. And I started looking to see when a triathlon was, and there was one in Malibu
Uh-huh.
on September, whatever. And then it just so happened that Mark was turning 40 years old, and I was like, well, his birthday's on the same day. We'll do the party, and it will throw him off because I'll do the triathlon that morning. That will be the focus. And
He
then
won't know.
we're going to just go back home and whatever. And so-and-so's having a dinner, and we have to go to it, but we'll get changed on the plane and whatever. And we walk in, and it's surprise. He's like, what the hell is happening? Huge surprise. And then I disappear. And he's like, where did Jennifer disappear to? And then I come out and I sing My Man.
Just a casual day.
That's a fourth sport in and of itself.
Yeah, truly.
I realize now as I say it out loud how crazy it is.
The
Because I haven't talked
quadrathlon.
about that in
Quadrathlon.
20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
So many-
running, swimming, biking, and singing and belting,
Belting
my man.
Barbara.
And belting.
Belting Barbara. Wow.
Yeah.
We killed for that.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun day. That was a
Yeah.
fun day.
So were you?
And then
were
we
you-
left to Europe that night
Oh, come
for our
on.
vacation with the babies.
There you go. Were you
That's
pleased
right.
with your time in the triathlon, or I guess you didn't have much to compare it to? You
I
were good?
was. I have stories about the triathlon that are crazy.
What happened during it?
Well, the
happened?
swim is the
Yeah.
crazy thing.
Crazy.
Right.
You go and you're looking at the ocean for the first time, and you're like,
I'm going in there.
swimming to the buoy, not the first one, the third one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure there's sharks out there.
No, 100%.
I'm almost positive that there's big fish in there.
Yeah. Which is
I
not
was-
going through your mind when you're like, I'm
no,
going to do a triathlon.
when you're in the pool, you
Yeah.
know, at the high school, when you're
Yeah,
swimming
yeah.
70 laps and
Yeah.
feeling like you're a Wonder Woman. No,
Right.
no, it was crazy, but I did it, and you're supposed to have like your bike set up. You know,
Mhm.
your bike set up so when you come out of the water with your wetsuit, you peel off the wetsuit,
Right.
you go over, and you get on your bike, you put on your sneakers, and then
Right.
you bike for 18 miles or whatever it is, and then you
Yeah.
run 4 miles after that. So you have to have your running sneakers on the whatever. So
Yeah.
Have you ever run a marathon?
no,
I mean, like, is
no,
this...
that feels like it would be too hard
Right.
It's crazy town.
It's crazy town, and it feels like now there's this...
for
well,
me.
Well, sure, but it's like for anybody, and like now, I don't know, like Harry Styles running the Berlin Marathon now is just like making me go like, okay, like, is this a thing that
I should do?
No, not that you should do, but like, is this a thing that like is like a new PR thing for certain people to do?
You know what I think? I think it's what we were just talking about. I think this is his version of like, I'm taking the time to I'm going to run a marathon because I'm a human being and not everything can be work.
Sometimes you're just like, don't you get like, especially when people put a lot of things on you, you just kind of like want to go, what's for me?
Yeah.
What am I doing for me?
Sure.
Right.
You know, and I think the triathlon for me, I remember going down when I was pregnant into a room and I looked and I saw that, you know, I had like my awards were in there, and there was American Music Award, and I had just won for Best Pop Latin Album the year before the kids were born.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, oh, good. Because I wanted them to be proud of me, of their mom. And I'm like pregnant there and I'm looking and I go, okay, well, that was just this year. So that's good. It wasn't like I won it 10 years ago or something like that. Right. And I think the triathlon was part of that. It was, I want them to be proud of me. Now, I've told them the story, they could care less. You know what I mean? Okay, you ran a triathlon. But, you know, one day maybe they'll think of it and go, wow, my mom ran a triathlon.
Well, they're probably getting to
6 months after she had me.
Yeah, they're probably getting to the age now. You sort of treat your mom with edge because you don't want to feel like you need anyone.
No. They think you're the dumbest person in the world.
Right, exactly.
Right? Like
that was my nice way of saying it.
Well, they have to individuate.
Yeah.
Right? They have to go. They're so dependent on you those first 10, 12 years that once they get into the preteen, 11, 12, they start going, I can do this without you. So they have to make you the dumbest person in the world.
Right.
They have to go, I'm smarter than you.
Right.
I can do that. And they really do think they're smarter than you, you know, and that you don't get it and that you don't understand anything for a little while. And then they get to a point, which is, I think, where I'm now with my kids.
Yeah.
Where they start appreciating you again.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because you're still there through all of the things that they threw at you, you know, and all the ways that they were kind of like, eh. And they still have a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But they really are proud of you and they love you and appreciate you. And it's a beautiful thing. But it's stages.
Yeah.
You know, just like life, there's stages.
Do they watch, like, I guess it's like, if you had to put something in front of them that you're like, I want you to watch this thing that I did. What is that thing?
Nothing.
No?
No.
Did you get nervous about it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because they're
they're excited. They came in for the premiere of this.
Oh,
yes, because we live in LA. And I'm doing a movie here. And so they flew in to go to the premiere tomorrow night.
Amazing.
And it's funny. They saw the CBS This Morning that I did. And I talked about the kids on that. And Max said, they told me, my dad who was taking care of them was like, Max said, I'm actually looking forward to this one.
Oh!
Do you think it's because he knows this is a skill set that you like really, what do you think it is that made him say that?
I think it's the singing, the dancing, and the acting. I think they've seen movies of mine. I think they've seen me on tour since they were babies. Yeah. You know? But they haven't seen anything quite like this. And I think both my kids are very, very bright. They were both very intelligent and kind of aware, as this generation is, of the world and all the things going on. And I think they realize that this is an important movie for representation and inclusion and what it stands for. And I think they get proud of things like that. They're like, oh, I like that. I like that mom is doing that. You know, it matters to them. I know how much it mattered to see Rita Moreno in a movie playing the gangster's girlfriend. It made me have the life I have today. It made me realize that I could be a singer, dancer, actress, right? Like I could do that because she was Puerto Rican. That mattered to me to see that. And it matters to them to see these things, you know?
I think the movie is about that. I think Spider-Woman is about fantasy being escape. Fantasy being, especially in times of political turmoil.
It helps you get through.
It helps you survive. Get through. Fantasy is survival in a time when it's a movie about, you know, like just queerness and
it's about two men who couldn't be more different than each other. One is like this cisgendered revolutionary political guy who's at the front of the lines fighting, and the other one's a trans window dresser who's effeminate and who is like, you know, couldn't be they couldn't be on further
front
end
lines.
of
Oh,
the
yeah.
spectrum,
Yeah.
right? And how being in this situation, they get to really experience each other's humanity, and they fall in love.
And it becomes something beautiful.
You love somebody you never thought you could love. Somebody you
Mhm.
don't understand their political views. You don't understand their gender. You don't understand their preferences. You don't understand anything about where they grew up or anything like that. And it shows us, it reminds us what Manuel Puig wrote in that novel back in the day. It reminds us that love and humanity and the soul of a person is much more important than the shell or their circumstances or where they grew up or what they are, right? Like that, who they are inside is really the thing that matters.
Yeah.
And that love can transcend all of that if we just allow ourselves to be loving.
Yeah.
And I think that is the important message of the movie.
It's so amazing that you get to, it's the perfect project for you because you get to fulfill all these things that have always defined who you are as an artist. It's a very relevant film.
Right now, especially.
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah, for the reasons you said and beyond.
And beyond.
I mean,
and you get to sing Kander and Ebb songs.
Yes!
And it's like Terrence McNally. It's like these are the highest levels of theater and musical theater. It's the perfect intersection.
The thing that you said, that I said earlier, was just like, it came to me when I was ready for it. And honestly, you mentioned John Kander and Fred Ebb, who people know did Chicago and all of these great musicals and Cabaret and all of this, and Kiss of the Spider Woman. And to be able to sing a song, all of those songs, because I have 10 musical numbers in the movie.
Yeah.
You shove 2 in a day.
10 musical numbers in the movie. But I also had a brand new song of theirs called Never You.
Yes.
Which they had never put in the musical. And he had saved the song, I guess. And it was like, let's use this in there for Armando and for Aurora. And when I heard it, I was just blown away. I was like, okay, so who's the template? Like, how do I sing it? They go, no, you sing it like you. You sing it how you would sing it. You're Aurora.
Wow.
You're Ingrid Luna.
That's why you're so perfect.
And that's
in
when it kind of hit me. And I was like, oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I can't listen to Cheetah's version. I can't listen to anything.
You
It's just,
mustn't.
or all the people who sang it on Broadway. I just have to, it's me. And I get to do that. And that was such a blessing.
Yeah.
And such a privilege. And I'm so happy and feel so blessed to have been able to do it.
Yeah.
And it's a gift. It was a real gift.
It's done so well, and also like you don't get a better director than
Oh,
Bill
Bill.
Condon.
No.
I
Yeah.
mean, you must have been a Dreamgirls fan too.
Of course.
Yeah, come on now.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
All of it. All of it.
All of it.
Yes.
Even
all of it.
Gods and Monsters. Have you ever
all
seen
of it.
I
that?
don't think I've seen Gods
Oh,
and
that's
Monsters.
Ian McKellen and Brendan Fraser.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really good.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Chicago and screenplay.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Chicago was Rob Marshall.
But
No, but
Bill
he-
Condon wrote it.
Oh, he
wrote
wrote
it.
the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
You forget
Wrote it.
that. Or I forgot
And
it
he
in that
wrote
moment.
this and directed this.
And directed.
Yeah, it's really amazing. I do want to say, just in terms of like speaking to the like, you know, the bravery of this movie and how prescient it is, I will always, I feel like there's so many indelible images of you throughout your career. You know what I mean? Like I mentioned you just as Selena smiling in front of that stadium, etc. I could list on and on. But I do want you to know that at the Super Bowl, when you put up that Puerto Rican flag, like you
He
just
just gave
like
Lucy's again.
you lifted so many people's spirits, like including my own. I'm obviously not from Puerto Rico, but just like to see your pride, especially in that moment. And as, you know, conversations happen about, you know, Bad Bunny doing the Super Bowl coming up, I just like really want you to know that will always stay with me and so many
you.
people that were watching it, and especially
you.
you being up there with your daughter.
I know.
You and Shakira together. I did
Yeah.
watch the documentary. I know there was some strife about like we're gonna share it. Like I
Yeah.
deserve my own,
Oh, yeah,
which
so
you
did
do,
she.
and
So
so
did
did
she.
she. But I will say that like boom, hit,
Yeah.
turn.
I know.
It made me so happy, and I can't imagine it different.
I know.
That Super
It-
Bowl was one of the
again,
great Super Bowl halftimes.
I think it's that thing of like what's for you and how it's for you is how it happens when you're ready for it. Like I don't think I was ready 10 years before that to do this Super Bowl. And when it came around, it was meant for her and I to do together. And I see that now. And there's moments where you get like
Come on.
Because she's trying to fit her whole discography and I'm trying to fit mine into like not 15 minutes, now 7 minutes. And so it was frustrating. It really was. But at the end of the day, it really was meant to be in the way that it happened in such a beautiful way. And you're right, that for me, being able to make those kind of very palatable political statements in a way, like where people could receive it, no matter who you were, whether you were Latino or not, or if you were a woman or not, it was so important for me.
Yeah.
And it was important for me because my kid was there singing with me and all those little girls that were on stage with me that day and representing all the kids in cages and all of the things and the woman on top of the world, on top of the Empire State Building, or, you know, celebrating the sexuality of being on a stripper pole. But then like, look, ma, no hands in the middle. All of it was very intentional.
Yeah.
And one of the best things in my life. But as I said, and people may have seen this, where I literally just started crying. It just caught me by surprise, thinking about my child kind of yelling back at me, "I'm going to live my life."
100%.
I was just like, I can't. But it was just, it was everything.
Yeah.
It was everything in a moment of life. All of my worlds collided in that moment. Yeah. You know what I mean? From growing up and being, you know, a little Puerto Rican girl in the Bronx to, you know, my work as an artist and my singing and my dancing and being Latin and having a child and being a mother and all of it. Just the pride of all of those things that you can have in one moment, and all of it coming together was just, it's kind of like a lightning bolt.
Yeah, you'll always have
For
that,
me.
and we'll always have it on YouTube. Because you know the gays like we're
playing it at music video
You
night.
know about that, right? Like the gay pre-games that happen. You know, they go
Gay
to the
guy
Super
music video
Bowls.
night? You don't know about gay guy music video night?
Is big.
What is this?
So it's just when gay guys get together at a pre-game before you go out, and you put music videos on, or a post-game.
Or a post-game.
You know,
And you come back and watch all your videos.
yes, 100%. I'm telling you,
It's a modern ritual. It's a new modern ritual. It's true.
It's true. Oh yeah, and your Super Bowl is in it.
I'm never invited.
You're invited to the next
You're
one.
invited.
Invite me.
We'll come after Caesars.
Yes.
We'll do it in Vegas.
Do it in Vegas.
That'll be real trouble.
Yes.
Yes,
We'll
the
have a
answer
blast.
is yes.
It's very fun.
Yes.
You'll love it.
Okay, so we've come to I Don't Think So, Honey, which is our segment in this podcast where we take 60 seconds, that's 1 minute, look it up, to rant against something in culture. I have something that is specific to our guest.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go. This is Matt Rogers. I Don't Think So, Honey's time starts now.
I don't think so, honey, that you can wear the color green. If you're not this woman, you can't wear green. At the Super Bowl, when they had that neon green lights from the Waiting for Tonight video, and she said, "Never forget Hustlers" on the pole. I stood up and I said, she owns that color. Because it's not just, I bet you thought J-Lo green, you thought about Versace green dress.
I
did.
No, baby.
I did.
The Waiting for Tonight music video.
The six! The color of the six!
The color of the six. Hello, it's all coming around. Hello. I saw her show up to the
30
premiere of
seconds.
Wicked. I said, that's because Elphaba's green.
Yes.
And Elphaba, I have news for you. You get green during this press tour. That's it.
That's it.
And green returns to our guest. I'm telling you. I have to imagine that our guest can rock every single
15
color,
seconds.
but there's nothing like the green. Something pops up. Everyone elevates. I feel better about my life. My shoulders drop when I see that neon green Waiting for Tonight.
5 seconds.
Let's go. Google image Jennifer Lopez green. You're going to get a ton of good shit. I don't think so, honey.
And that's 1 minute!
I can't do that. I cannot.
Yes, you can!
Can I say, you're not expected to do that.
Mic drop. That's it.
That's
You
it.
did it. By the way, I've always said green is my lucky color.
It
I don't
is.
say it's my favorite color. It's my lucky color for whatever reason. I'm always in green when everything goes right.
Can I tell you something? I
It's
can't
crazy.
believe it's not your favorite color for
I
that
do
reason.
love it.
Yeah.
I do love it as a favorite color. But I've always said, I've never said it's my favorite color. I always
Right.
go, it's my lucky color. It's
Lucky
my
and
lucky
favorite
color.
are different. But what's your favorite right now in this moment today?
My favorite color
Yeah.
Today.
today, I would say green.
Especially after that. You can't come through not with green after
I'm
that.
thinking, I was like, do I have another color there? No.
Green is it.
It's it.
Yeah.
For
Are
you.
your eyes green?
They
No.
have a little bit of green and
Yeah,
gold
yeah,
in them.
yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
yes.
Beautiful.
I mean, First of all, Waiting for Tonight. Do you have a favorite J-Lo song? Because mine is Waiting for Tonight.
Is it? Thank you.
And Get Right.
Of course.
I don't know.
Okay, it's hard
to say
I love
because
to
there's so
perform
many.
Get Right. That's one of
Yeah.
my favorite songs to
The Cane.
perform. Yes, but also just the end of it. It gets like so like.
Just when the beat drops out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
And
it.
we do the dance break.
Yes. Well,
I start
feel like
singing and screaming.
The mark,
Did a little bit of it. Wow.
the
yeah.
mark of like this, because the second you hear Waiting for Tonight, like the brrrr,
Yeah.
and then you're just like,
Now let me ask you a
you
question.
know where you're at.
Let me ask you a question,
Mhm.
because since you brought up Waiting for Tonight, I many times will put in the show the remix of Waiting for Tonight. Do you miss the original?
I think the original is a classic.
Okay. That's all I need to hear.
It's not about missing it because the remix is sick. Like anything
But
you
I always
can do.
perform it because I feel like it's more exciting.
It
like the
activates.
lasers. The lasers came from.
I love
that,
the
you know?
lasers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we can have the lasers in with the
Yeah,
original.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like, but the original is just, it's a classic.
Yes,
got
but
it.
this is your dilemma. Like the original is a classic, but that's if you want to like really bring it like
Yeah.
down and grounded, and
Yeah,
you want
yeah.
people to like really lean in and listen to you sing.
Yeah.
If you're playing the remix, we're all jumping and singing along.
Right.
It depends on what you want.
What's happening? Yeah.
You
What
know?
section of the show it's in?
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't think that's helpful. Like we're not really giving you like
No.
a decision.
I wanted to know because Benny and I, my longtime manager, godfather to my kids, and one of my best friends, and my brother,
Icon.
we always argue about that.
Uh-huh.
We argue because he always wants me to do the original, and I never do the original. I always do the remix live because I just feel like it's more exciting.
Sure.
And he's
What
like,
about a mashup?
I
What
know-
about you
I know,
start?
I know.
You probably had every conversation.
I know, but I'm thinking, I don't know, in this new era of mine where I'm making the new show
Uh-huh.
and creating something really new, but maybe I'll go back to that.
Is
I
there
don't know.
a way
It has
to make
work.
it very dramatic and musical theater in the beginning and then it
Yeah.
kicks in?
Yeah, there's all kinds of things. I've done a lot of different things with Waiting for Tonight. When I opened the American Music Awards, I sang
Mhm.
Waiting for Tonight. I did it kind of like a legato, very slow,
Yes.
very this, and then we went into that big medley. There's a lot of different ways to do it.
Yeah. I also want to say, in terms of favorite songs, before Bowen does his I Don't Think So, Honey, I would sing No Me Ames, knowing no Spanish,
Oh.
and I would just pretend. I'd be like, No Me Ames, porque
Then I would be like,
piensas, and I would just kind of give what I thought
Yeah,
the words were.
what it is,
but my
the
mom was
feeling of
just
it.
like,
Yeah.
I can't have you singing gibberish anymore because you know it was on all the time in the house. I
It's not
love
even
that
that.
album.
It's like the K-pop thing. It's like most
I was
people.
making the words up.
It's like you don't know
Yes.
necessarily what's being communicated, but it transcends the language.
Oh
of
no,
it.
Yeah.
it's such a beautiful song.
Thank
you.
I love that song.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about songs in general that aren't in English. You know what I mean? It's
Yes.
Like, it's
Yeah.
fine.
No, I knew
Yeah.
exactly what was being
It's like
said.
the Bad Bunny thing. You don't need
I
to understand
know.
Spanish to like be rocking with Bad Bunny all the time.
And he's wonderful to look at.
But first of all, he's just a cultural phenomenon.
Oh,
Yeah.
please.
Right? Like he's one of those artists, like you say, that transcends everything, that transcends color, race. It doesn't matter.
doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It doesn't matter. If you like good music, then you
Mhm.
like Bad Bunny.
You will
That's
enjoy
it.
the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, WT
Yeah.
Ramos Photos is one of the great albums of
Amazing.
the last like decade, I would say.
Yeah.
I love that album. Okay, I have
ready
something
to
that's something
trend?
more general.
Oh my
This will bring it
God.
down. No.
I can't.
There's different ways to do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it a different way.
Okay, do it a
Okay,
different way.
this
This is
Bowen-
not pop culture. This is just life.
This is Bowen Young's.
Okay, this is life.
This is life.
Yeah.
This is based on life. Like much. This is Bowen Young's I Don't Think So, Honey. His time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. The humiliating task of making sure shampoo and conditioner bottles finish at the same time, that you keep them evenly full, because you got me acting like Dexter's Laboratory in the steam, acting like a damn mad scientist trying to make sure these two things finish at the same time. What is this, sexual intercourse? I gotta make sure they finish at the same time, because
okay
what
if
you're
you don't.
not gonna have me do is buy some 2-for-1 paraben sludge
30
at the
seconds.
store. I don't
Paraben's
care. I don't
mentioned.
want, no. But this is the thing. Why haven't we figured out as a society, put the conditioner in smaller bottles, or to sell 2 sizes of one or the other depending on what you go through faster?
off.
Finishing them at the same time is impossible. Meanwhile, body
15
wash is sitting
seconds.
over there minding its own business, staying iconic. I keep my side of the street clean, it says. But shampoo and conditioner, this is a toxic relationship that I will never, ever, ever be
5
able to
seconds.
transcend. Being in the shower is hell every day for some people, because guess what? I feel like I'm failing at life if I can't keep this
And
at
that's
the
what
same
minute.
time.
You need a 3-in-1. You need a 3-in-1
No!
body wash, shampoo, conditioner. I've never understood the problem with 3-in-1. People are like, no.
It compromises on so much.
It
It's
does.
It's-
I
it's-
guess.
it's-
Conditioner is a totally different thing.
you gotta moisturize.
Tell us about it.
It's a totally different thing. Yeah.
You got it.
Shampoo is a cleaner. Conditioner is like
Moisturizes.
it's like yeah. It's
know what I mean?
different.
I
It's
should know this
different.
as the son of a hairdresser.
Yes.
A son of a Long Island hairdresser. I don't even
my
know this
God.
stuff. I know.
I
Talk
love
about
that.
volume.
There you go.
Like, and I'm adrift over here.
No.
Well, thank
This
you for
is-
your service.
I feel like we're not talking about this enough. As
Well,
a culture.
clearly, and also the word paraben being mentioned. The fact that words like
Sludge.
paraben just
Paraben sludge.
Paraben sludge,
Paraben
which is what it
sludge.
is.
the fact that words like that exist up here.
It's
on.
amazing.
That's my bestie.
That's my bestie. Are you guys besties?
Yes.
Are you besties?
Yeah.
Yes.
You didn't just get thrown together.
No,
No,
we've known each
didn't-
other since college.
We didn't win a casting
Oh,
call.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've known each other since like 18, 19. Yeah.
Did
Since-
you ever date?
No.
No, just
I know
friends.
everyone
Platonic.
thinks that.
Just asking.
No,
Just trying to get all the
we never
background.
really get like directly asked the question.
No.
But no.
I did. I just asked you.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
allowed to ask.
Journalist J-Lo.
I know.
Now.
By the way, I hate if you ask me. Don't ask me.
We're not at, well, we're not going to ask. Don't worry. But we are going to ask you to do, and I don't think so.
I
Are you
don't
ready?
know what to do.
You have something.
I'm sure
Yeah, well,
I do.
come. Here, I want you to do like a legato. I don't think so, honey. Just like this. Keep it in this tone and speed. I just want you to like ruminate, okay? Jennifer Lopez, I don't think so. Your time starts now.
I don't think so. When people come to me, knowing what my schedule is and how crazy it can be, and not fill me in on all the details,
Sure.
they leave out the details. They are trying to be helpful. They're trying to be respectful. They're trying to be, the favorite person, but they're not. They're not. They really make my life stressful and full of anxiety.
Oh, no.
It's not fun in that way. I really much rather know everything ahead of time. Be honest with me.
we need
All I'm saying
information.
is be honest with me.
Mhm.
I want you to be honest with me. You don't have to lie to me. You know how they lie to celebrities all the time?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No.
Tell me the truth.
Yeah.
I can take it.
Yeah.
I can take it. Just tell me.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah.
me this is what's going to happen. This is what you need to know.
Yeah.
Have me prepped. Have me prepared.
Yeah.
I like rehearsal. I want
Clearly.
to rehearse.
Yes. You're an
I
athlete.
want to be prepared.
Yeah.
I want to do it. I
Yeah.
have the discipline. You can be honest with me. Just be honest with me. I hate when people are not honest.
And that's
I
what
don't think so.
Yes!
We will never lie to you.
Thank you.
But I will say, like, sometimes I do get the sense that when people get to a certain level,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, they'll kind of like, I don't know if they get worried or like they don't want to be the person who delivers the bad news or whatever. And it's like, it's okay.
Or they're
Yeah.
holding on to the information and making sure they want to they package it right and present it in the
Don't
right
do
way.
that. Don't
Yeah.
just tell me.
Are you someone that likes
I
it like
love it like straight.
straight,
I love it straight.
not like hi?
no.
So
What do you say? Spit it out. I'm like, spit it out.
Spit it
Yeah.
out.
Spit it out. I want you to feel free of this. Be
you have
free
to.
of
I don't
it.
think so, honey.
Yes.
On that note,
On that note.
I think the reason we love you and people love you is because you were an excellent communicator. As we're talking about communication, I think that's your through line as well. You know how to connect with an audience. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
communicating with us. Thank you for coming on this
Aw.
show.
And
You're
thank you for
sweet.
the years of joy and entertainment that you have brought, because
Thank
you
you.
really are. I mean, like, they throw around the word icon, but you are, because you back it up.
Thank
And
you.
like, just the amount of times I've like left with a big smile on my face after seeing you do what you do is
Thank you.
countless.
I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. You guys are fantastic.
We're so happy you
this
came.
has been the best part of my press tour.
Oh
so
my
far.
gosh! Clip it!
Clip it!
Clip it and send it out to the masses. And always rooting for you.
Thank you.
Always.
We
Thank
end every
you.
episode with a song.
Wait, you play a song?
No,
No,
we
no,
do.
no,
We
we
do
sing- we
one.
sing
We
it- we
sing
sing it
one in
badly.
front of the guests, even our recording artist guests.
Oh wow.
Which one are you
Okay.
picking? If you had my love and I gave you all my trust, would you come for me? I picked the key too.
Love me, baby.
And if I gave you me, if you want to hear that, listen to On the Six and do yourself a favor.
Come on.
Get On the Six and listen to On the Six. I might go out of my way today to ride it
I'm gonna play that at home.
authentically.
You guys are amazing.
Bye.
Bye.
Amazing.
Oh.
Las Culturistas is a production by Will Ferrell's Big Money Players and iHeartRadio podcasts.
Created and hosted by Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang. Executive produced by Anna Hosnier and Hans Sani.
Produced by Becca Ramos. Edited and mixed by Doug Babe and Monique Laborde.
And our music is by Henry Kaburski.